The other way is you have these younger women that become the boss chicks out of default because they're being raised by boss chicks. Ooh, they're being raised by boss chick grandmas, boss chick mamas, and they're being raised by these women because a lot of times they've been hurt by men. And so when being hurt by men, let down and hurt by men, father not in the home, and so they decided, I'm going to protect myself. By protecting myself, I'm going to protect my daughter. And how do I protect my daughter? I'm going to tell her to go get all the education that she can get so she doesn't have to depend on a man, because men are going to let her down. So go get all the education you can so you can provide for yourself. And if you have children, you can provide for them too, because they can't trust men. And so you have this generation of grandmothers and mothers that have raised these children to to go out, and these women to go out and be boss chicks.
Hey, what's going on, good people? In this video, we're going to be discussing some women who are blaming men for their masculinity. These boss chick women are pretty much blaming men for their alpha female energy. So we definitely going to get into this one and break it down. But before we do, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like the video, drop a comment down below. Let's get right into it. I'm not going to waste your time.
We're these ambitious women that are like, no, I'm going to go get it. I can still take care of my kids, but I'm going to go make my money.
You know what type of man you have to be for a woman like us to allow you to lead?
Talk about that.
I just kept, I would bet my money we would succumb to it all for a man who could lead.
You're right.
I would bet money on the fact that I think if we were presented with the opportunity to be with a man who was just a man in every way, who just...
But imagine if a man said he need a woman that's going to make him act more masculine. You see what I'm saying? Like, how that even sound? These ladies always try to find a way to blame men for their lack of being feminine.
It's nothing more than we want than to be comfortable in our own femininity. Our masculinity is a defense tactic.
Yep.
For whenever we feel threatened, or we feel overwhelmed, or we feel not protected, or we feel not loved, or not seen, or not heard, is when we have this defense mechanism where we're like, fuck out of here, like, and we get all tough, and I got it. You don't got to do nothing. I got it. You're not gonna do this. That's cool. I'm gonna get this money, and I'm gonna do this at a third, so you don't have the time. But if a man really came in to your world and made you comfortable, like, listen, you don't gotta do that. You ever had a man like, yo, fix your face, calm down, like, you know what I mean? Just kind of like,
it's something about it that you sink back in your chair. Yeah.
The most pit bull girl. What?
Fix your face. Come on, you good.
What's the problem? I handle. Relax.
Yeah. I got you.
That's it. All right. Like that little conversation. You be like, my man. I don't know. My man said
you be at home in a robe.
It's like, girl.
And the truth be told, these women get in rooms with each other. They get on these microphones. They get in front of the lights and the cameras, and they definitely get in a room amongst themselves. And they lie. They cap. Women love to put on a show for each other. They will go behind the scenes and be just as soft and gentle for a certain particular man. And that man don't have to make a bunch of money. If they can sit here and haul all this lead stuff, like that's pretty much code word for saying the guy got to make more money than her. That's crap. There's a lot of men that women will follow. There's a lot of men that don't make as much money as their woman or their wife, and that woman still let that man lead her in that relationship. You cannot lead someone that doesn't allow herself to be led. Men don't make women feminine. A woman is either that way or she is not that way. That's just a lot of bottom line. But her being soft is not conditional or transactional.
I'm gonna be very motherfucking clear with this. Niggas love a bitch that's struggling. Let me tell you why a bum love bitches that's struggling. Because the bitch that's struggling gonna make that nigga feel superior. A bitch like me, a bitch that can hold her own, a bitch that pay her own, a bitch that ain't gotta suck to survive. Of course I'm gonna make that nigga feel uncomfortable. Of course I'm gonna make that nigga feel like he in competition with me because I got more hustle in me, because I got more emotion in that. Come on now, let's be for real. If we're gonna be anything, let's be for real.
Why this young lady got to be so masculine and just so cussing and going off like that, man? It's really sad to see this kind of stuff. This woman here literally sounds like a masculine man. You see what I'm saying? The way they get to talking and cussing, they act like they want to fight like a dude. Who want to be at work all day and come home to a young lady like this? Because she's basically competing with herself. Any man that got any sense, he won't even care. This lady, I saw her TikTok. She looked like she just got out the military. She's not making no money like that. She acting like she making big money, millions of dollars every month. Want somebody to be on her level. A lot of these women are not even making $30,000 a year. And they're out here assaulting men, being just verbally abusive and all this competition in relationships. No man want to be in a relationship where he always got to compete with his woman. Men usually get into that competition thing at work or something, but you don't want to come home to that with your woman. It's just crazy out here, but this is what it's done come to.
A boss chick doesn't come with feminine energy. And so, according to how we are defining a boss chick today, she does not come with feminine energy. It is not going to mesh with this masculine energy. We're going to be in arguments. We're going to be in a disagreeable house at home. When I say we're not eating meat, we're not eating this, because we're building this and we're going to make sure our children don't have diabetes and they're obese, it's not a conversation.
So that's our biggest thing. And going back to what you had said about the boss chick thing, two different things about the boss chick thing, one or two different ways. I'm going to touch some toes, I'm going to step on them with the boss chicks. One or two things. I think there is an innate motherly, I want to have kids. After you reach over a certain age and you got set, you got all the education, you got all the degrees, you begin to realize I might not have an opportunity to have these different things, to get a husband or to have children, and you become that boss chick because that's what I have to give. The other way is you have these younger women that become the boss chicks out of default because they're being raised by boss chicks. Ooh. They're being raised by boss chick grandmas, boss chick mamas, and they're being raised by these women because a lot of times they've been hurt by men. And so when being hurt by men, let down and hurt by men, father not in the home, and so they've decided, I'm going to protect myself. By protecting myself, I'm going to protect my daughter. And how do I protect my daughter? I'm going to tell her to go get all the education that she can get so she doesn't have to depend on a man, because men are going to let her down. So go get all the education you can so you can provide for yourself. And if you have children, you can provide for them too, because they can't trust men. And so you have this generation of grandmothers and mothers that have raised these children to to go out, and these women to go out and be boss chicks. And at the same time, I'll touch on this just a little bit. They're raising their sons completely different because they don't have that husband that they can love on and feel on and touch on and cuddle to. They're replacing that because they have that need and putting that on their son. And so simultaneously, we're raising these strong, independent Black women, and we're raising these weak men. So,
and a lot of this masculine energy that these women are talking about, the truth be told, they're just dealing with a lot of trauma, and it's almost like this is a defense mechanism where they have been used and hurt by other men. So a lot of guys are gonna say no to dating women like this because it's not a man's job to tear down the walls that this woman done built up over the years and trying to hide behind her trauma by saying, oh, I just need the right man to lead me. I need the right man to get me to be soft and gentle and loving. No, it don't work like that. These women need to go to therapy.